Good, I'm down here to set up more timers. We will go again with, don't know, 4 timers and set them up so that we can start our chain and hopefully have no problems with it. So when we are in here, we will go and set this up. This first button will be set up to start timer. Ah, no. I should have activated that before. So this is block, timer block. Is it called timer block? Yes, it is called timer block 11. AIRLOCK. And again, I should not set a delay here. So the button in here toggles block, timer block 11 AIRLOCK. My head doesn't do that very well. That's why why I'm not a redstoner in Minecraft or something like that. Search. Okay, this toggles this timer block, and this timer block closes. This timer block closes outer AIRLOCK. I will just go and say closed. And then triggers block 12 AIRLOCK. And this is set to, after, let us go and say, give it a bit of delay, just a bit of delay, so the door can close, and then 5 seconds after that, set up to air vent AIRLOCK depressurize off. And then we will need to see how long it takes until the room is pressurized again. So we can do that from the inside. That's a good thing. Let us let us set that up here and go for a timer block 12, and it starts this one. Oh, and we need... Ooh, okay, and we... Oh. Okay. This should close the door, and then after a certain time, it... That's a big problem. It takes a long time until it accepts air. A long time. That it doesn't take long to fill the room, but it takes a long time to set up the to really start it up. Okay. Let us go and set up timer AIRLOCK 12. Because after that, 14 should take, don't know. We will go with a long time. With a long time. Should set up this, and the action should be open. By the way, that's another airlock. Lock. How is this called? Door. A door called for inner airlock. Oh yeah, we need to... We need to set up another action for the outside thing. We will do that in a second. We will do that in a second. So... Wow. Ambulance outside just starts his sirens up right under my window. Nice thing. So we will by the way, we can... What the actual... Now they're driving to the other side. That's weird. Okay, we use airlock 8 as the second button. I will show that to you because we can just... Huh? It takes time. And? Thanks, open the doors. Neat thing. So, I'm setting it up that way. So, but I need to do something else before we do that. We need to close inner airlock. Closed. I hope that does something for us. I need to make it that way because that way we can give me a sec. I hope this is enough that triggering the depressurization is no problem when it comes to the air vent in there, but at least it doesn't go from no oxygen, from oxygen to no oxygen in this much of time, because no people, no people. I will have to bring in another. Another timer. I'm too scared to lose more oxygen again. What I mean is, if we don't close the door before and give it a bit of delay before the depressurization sets in, we could run into big problems. What is missing? It is construction materials. We could run into the same problem that we have a room that is not filled with oxygen and all that stuff. And I don't want that anymore. I want to get rid of the problem that I'm losing oxygen every time I'm coming back into my base. So that's a thing we definitely need to avoid. Okay, so we set this up as airlock, but it is 15. That's bad. Airlock. No problem. So the first thing we do is when 8 is triggered, it closes. Remove. It closes the inner door. Inner airlock. Close. and it triggers block 9. Block 9 is set up. No, don't trigger it. We will go and start it, because then we can set up. This way we can set up a delay of, let's take 5 seconds, and then we remove this and go with air vent. Yeah, with air vent 8 to depressurize, and then with timer 15 start, and 15 is set up to 10 seconds to set up actions. Open the outer door. Outer airlock open. Okay. Let us test that. Oh, we lose. This is open. This is closed. And we want it so that when we come from here, we close this door, depressurize, pressurize that room. It is already set to. We turn that off. Turn it off. Turn this off. Okay. Closed. We have air in there. That's how we want it to be. And what now should happen is we close this door. After 5 seconds, it depressurizes, and after 10 seconds, it opens the outer door. Closes the door. And it depressurizes. And okay, it can't depressurize because, but it tries. It tries at least. There's too much oxygen, and I need to refill my energy again. There's too much oxygen in the whole thing there. In the next pause, I will make pause for a moment and then try to find the oxygen script so that we don't have filled tanks all the time, so that we have a bit of space in there. But this works. Okay, next thing, set this up. Let us see what we have to set up here again. This is the other cycle. The other cycle is set to. We might want to, we started here with closing outer airlock, starting the next one, or triggering, no, starting it, I think. Yeah, it is set to a delay. Depressurize off. This should cycle it, and this one is set to 40 seconds, and we will see if that is enough when we hopefully open this. How is this one called? It is 13 airlock, so you start timer 13. Start that. Okay. I hope that's enough. Otherwise we lose oxygen again. That's always bad, but we will live with that. So we need to trigger this. Closes the outer one. Takes a few to depressurize is set up. So after 40 seconds, I hope that it is, this thing is faster than the 40 seconds it takes to open the inner door. And come on. Open it. Open it. Open it. Is 40 seconds this long? Or didn't it start it? What? That was 40 seconds? Oh, that is so long. I don't know if I can be this. This is a good thing. What we now prevented is that this room gets kind of yeah, depressurized. I will show you that. So if we close this door and open this one, we see that this room now gets evacuated. After a while, it should at least, come on, it always takes time. Yeah, now. See, there is now no oxygen in here anymore. And if I open this door now, this kind of... wow. Now it's driving back. That is different from what I know. This is very different from what I know. There... I hate that. I hate that. Normally what it did before was it kind of, you came from a room with no oxygen and walked into a room with oxygen. It said in the room that where there is oxygen, it says there's no oxygen. And so even if you and let me try that again. Takes a while. Even if you kind of close the door behind you fast enough, we will test that. I didn't do that. Maybe that's what is happening here. But even if you close the door behind you very fast, it yeah, it's still completely evacuated the room. That's what always happened when I let me go to the front. It takes a while anyways to refill this room. I had the small airlock here in the front. So what I normally did is I walked in there. I opened, come on, I opened, and it's a one here. It's not very big. Come on. I walked in here. Close. This door is closed. I even had a button, or still have a button. No, I don't have a button anymore, but I have one inside. So this thing was closed. The room behind there was filled with oxygen. And when I came in here, I closed this door. And then I have only this small room that is not filled with oxygen. In reality, you would open this door, oxygen would stream in, and it would very, very fast fill up this room, and this room doesn't get evacuated. But what it in the game did is you came through here, and this room had also no oxygen. It might be due to the size of this room that it was this strict, kind of, that it. But that's a bad thing. A bit more realism would be nice, but I think it's a problem with programming or something like that. Hey, making a whole model of okay, oxygen flows from this room into this room, and also keeps in mind how big the rooms are and all that. Yeah, this could mean that my computer would die in a horrible, flamey way because I had to make all the calculations there. Let's try that again. A room filled with no oxygen. We open this door, close it behind us, and see we immediately have no oxygen. And that's what I want to try to prevent with the airlock. The big oxygen loss we always have there. There still could be problems when I'm loading the game and all that stuff. So we still could have big oxygen losses, but I think it's I should at least give the airlocks a try, use them properly and all that, and this should work out. So we will do the whole walkthrough again. So we want to open the outside door. It now should have cycled everything, so this should be turned off, on, pressurize, to depressurize, and this should have been opened by the timer blocks. I think they're not running anymore. The times are set to 10 seconds here. So the other cycle takes a long time. We will have to see if we maybe can cut the time a bit shorter that it takes to open the door. Let us go and see if we can do that. Is this the door trigger? Yes. Let us go for 25 seconds. I hope that is plenty of time to do that. And for the program to realize that we now have closed doors. So what we want to do is we want to go into the station, into an oxygenated room. That's a wrong word. Don't listen to me here. Okay, timer block. It should close the door, turn this to pressurize, and then we should have a filled room behind that. Good. Closes the door, turns this on, and now it should fill the room. I hope it realizes that faster. Ah, there's a delay in front of that too. Maybe I can cut that down a bit too. Fills the room. Amazing, and after 25 seconds it should open this door. Come on. It still takes time. Yes, and we should have an oxygen high room behind that. Amazing. And now cycle again. It could be that again the oxygen tanks are full. We will have to see what we can do with the script. So this trigger should close the inner door, toggle this to depressurize, depressurizes the room, opens this door. Come on. Come on. Come on. Yes. And you could see again that we have filled tanks here. So yeah, we really need a script that helps us with... Oh, we still have an incomplete oxygen farm. That needs to change. Oh, they're not filled. Where's your problem then? Where is your problem then? Is there a generator still? No. because I shouldn't have ice anymore. Or? No ice. Okay. Doesn't matter, it does what it is supposed to do. Close this, turn this on, and open the inner door. And then I will make a short pause to see if I can find an AIRLOCK script or an oxygen script. I will take a look at that, and yes, the timer blocks. Now that I get them, I really like to work with them. Amazing. I now need a seat in here. That's the next thing I need in here. Give me a sec to build a seat here so I can sit down and reload my energy. Maybe take off my helmet. Thanks. Nice. Short look at the oxygen tanks. They're filling up. That's amazing, and it is relatively fast. I love our new oxygen ring, and we will build one more of that. Good. Short break. I will go and take a look if I find a script or so.